Good energy anniversary.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's get this thing started. Bitcoin. Positive. We were aiming at $103,076. That price hit. So let's look at the positives, guys. It hit. Might have gotten a little bit further. We swept the low from May 12th. That's not fantastic. Just a little bit, you know. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, if you thought Bitcoin was confusing before, you're about to be in for a huge ride here. We're still technically bullish on Bitcoin after that pullback. So all we really did, we bullishly backtested the 50 simple moving average. That's all that happened. Just a nice little test of the 50 simple moving average. The likes already hurt my eyes. Yeah, there's only 8 people here though. So you know, we're just not that popular on down days. Everybody's too focused on what's Elon gonna tweet next. We're back to Elon manipulating markets. Just like last time. We've been here before. It's fine. It's fine. Some things are gonna go to the moon. Others are gonna fall like stones. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. Right now, we do have a fair value gap that we are currently trying our damnedest to get back into. We'll see if we can. If the 4 of you saw the video I made 3 days ago, I was 3 days early on calling the pullback. I was 3 days early, so you guys will understand my frustration when I end up hearing it's all thanks to the beef between Elon and Trump. That's why we pulled back. The technicals were there before that happened. Wall Street just figured, oh, a reason. So they decided to sell. That's honestly what I think happened, and it's no real big deal because we're just bullishly backtesting the 50 simple moving average. It's actually not a big deal. We're in a fair value gap on the daily. This is fine. Unless we lose 93,763, we are doing absolutely fine. I would be expecting the 97,814 to play out, provided we get bad jobs data tomorrow. I'm thinking another dump would be coming in the forecast. I think all disagreements should be had out in public. Now, that's what I call transparency. Yeah, that would be nice. News just accelerates the moves, or so I've heard. Yeah, that's basically what it feels like. Because you know what? We did have the Treasury buying $10 billion of their own Treasury bonds. How does that make any sense? If we have, or was it our Fed? I don't give a shit. It was U.S. thing buying U.S. thing by way of printing money. If we couldn't get bullishness out of that, I don't know what else we need. Because what, now we need the interest rate cuts so that businesses can borrow money easier. Who the fuck cares? Sorry, just my thought process, but whatever. So currently speaking, Bitcoin still poised for upside. It's still above the 50 simple moving average. We still have a golden cross. There's actually nothing to be hyper bearish about. Now, if we get below and stay below the 200 daily, now we have a reason to be like, oh, we might get an extended downtrend. It might be going down for a lot longer. But as of this moment, it's a normal correction after a beautiful 49% move to the upside. And now we're just consolidating and correcting. No real big deal. So that's what I'm seeing out of Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin, it looks fine. It's catching some bounces right now. I do believe we should get another dump tomorrow because, of course, we're going to have to confirm our lows. We're going to have to do all the stuff and the things. So we'll see how this thing pans out. Current downtrend I would be trading off of is this right here because it looks nice. It looks pretty. It looks useful. Anyways, that's what I'd be looking for. We could probably end up consolidating for the next 2 weeks again, which is going to be really frustrating if that happens. I hate it. I just want to start trending, work our way down to 93,763, and then start working our way back up, and then we're set up for seeing 135,366. I'm okay with that. I'm A-okay with that. Pull the thing back, but this choppy, random nonsense that it likes doing for 2 weeks and then all of a sudden dip down, that's frustrating. It's mind-numbing. I hate it. Let's check out the liquidation heat map. So on the liquidation heat map, on the 24-hour, the longs got annihilated. Absolutely destroyed. The shorts started getting in, getting greedy, and now they're getting destroyed. So, of course, as the leverage continues to fly in here, there's going to continue to be liquidations in both directions until the market settles down. Yeah. You're going to see a lot of liquidations in both directions. Looking at currently on the daily, more liquidity to the upside than the downside. Same with the weekly here. More liquidity to the upside than the downside at the moment. They decimated everything to the downside. So all the longs have been cleared out. We have clear skies for upward momentum. So I mentioned that one day, and I surprisingly somebody's like, why would it matter? So understand, if there's a bunch of longs sitting, let's just say at this level here, and they're expecting price to get up to, let's just say 122,000. If these longs are still in and they all decide to sell at the same time, there's no way we could get above that 122,000. So clearing out the longs first is the easiest way to get continued price action to the upside. Because then you're just getting fueled off of short squeezes, and there's no longs in there to basically stop you out. Looks like I'm going to need to get out of my trade. Darn. I did get into a trade. I was thinking that it was going to start falling more, but Bitcoin's being a little more bullish than I expected, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. I was thinking Lido was going to continue going down. Bitcoin has other plans. Let's go check in on that trade real quick. I'm currently down on the trade, 32%, and it's just slowly grinding its way up. This could be frustrating. The thing is, where my stop loss is happens to be in a common retrace area, and that has me worried now because we're catching a lot of bids off this uptrend, so it's fine. I'll take the loss. Yeah, I'll probably just take the loss unless we start dropping down now. Oh, we got a new 4-hour candle coming. I'll wait for the 4-hour. We'll see what happens. But if this does start climbing again, I'm probably just going to take the loss and then get in when we break the uptrend. So we do have a very strong downtrend here. But yeah, that's the trade I'm currently in. All I want is a 9% move. That's it. It was funny. I got out of this morning. And then I got back in to this point right here. And then this happened, and I was like, oh my god. But then I also got into Uniswap, and I was dealing with the kids. And, it was a rough day today. It was a rough day. Anyways, that's the trade I'm currently in. List I got for you guys, pretty substantial list. We've looked at a lot of these, so this is going to go by really quickly. But we're looking at Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Sui, ADA, HBAR, FET, Ondo, Doge, Aave, Bonk, and Pepe. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the list. Hopefully you get some insight into where the market has a possibility of going, because I don't have a crystal ball and I can't tell the future. But based off what I see on the technicals, we'll see how this thing is looking. So let's mosey on back out to the daily real fast, and let's go look at Ethereum. Hope everyone is well this evening. I'm doing pretty darn good, man. Doing pretty darn good. All right, on the daily, I don't think I need to mention it, but that is a bearish engulfing candle. I think we all can see that with our eyes. So now we're just seeing where the bounce is going to come up to. If we can get back up to 2,506, find resistance there, that might actually be a really good spot to go short. I mentioned this in the stream yesterday. I think we're going to be coming down into this box down here, which would still be a bullish retracement, but who knows? Maybe jobs numbers come out tomorrow better or way worse than expected, and then all of a sudden, oh, everything's going up because the Fed's going to be forced into interest rate cuts. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, right now you're holding this lower trend line that we can see on the 4-hour time frame and not the daily. So let's see if we can hang on to this puppy. We will find out very, very soon. If we do start rallying to the upside, which noted, we basically are in oversold territory on the 4-hour time frame for Ethereum. It kind of makes all the sense in the world to be able to go up. And if we do, your target's 3,346. But if we go down, I would be aiming first at 2,269, and then secondly down here, somewhere around 2,100, 2,090, something around there. So that's what I'd be aiming at to the downside. Next up, we have XRP. Let's see how close we are to the prophecy. XRP, I took off all of my work. Oof. Because I was making that video. God damn it. Alright, let's go ahead and chart this thing out again. Son of a bitch. You know what? Screw that. We're just going to go look at the chart from my video. That's what we're going to do. Alright. So looking at XRP. On the weekly time frame, we're still doing fine. Let's go out to our daily. So on our daily, this is where I've had all of my grievances when it comes to XRP. This thing has put in hidden bearish divergence. We are now coming down. I mean, arguably, we wicked down to a lower low, but either way, we're holding support pretty damn strongly, which is frustrating to say the least. But if we do start getting into this box here, we could see XRP make a substantial move to the downside. We really could. You'd like to request SLB HALBKR WFRD. All right, we will check it out. The weekly and the monthly. Got you covered. Got you covered. So yeah, XRP right now, it's not looking great. Not looking fantastic. What? Oh, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I do appreciate that. Who got it? Who got it? No idea. No idea who got it. I do thank you for the gifted membership. Road Glide.
Holy shit.
Hopefully you enjoy that membership. You can now speak in the chat. You can now speak. You have been granted a voice by Jim. Make sure you say thank you. So right now for XRP, we are maintaining an absolute beautiful downtrend on the daily. I do like to see that. Let's check it out on the 4-hour. 4-hour time frame. Ooh, looks like we're just working on a bearish backtest. Oh boy. If this thing does come up any further, I would be looking for it to get a nice little backtest at this level that it already backtested once. Wow. Wow. Measured move down that I'm looking for at the moment for XRP. I would mark it right there. Is coming down to $1.50. Or no, $1.90. $1.90. So XRP still could see plenty of downside whenever the price wants to start coming down. If we get a breakout, a formal backtest, and maintain bullishness, well, I will change my tune pretty quickly. Either way, I'm still in the camp, 58 cents. But we could see another 10% downside for XRP if we continue to pull back. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. We're going to have to wait and see. All right, moving on from XRP, we got Solana. Solana. Solana, we were yesterday aiming at this 146 level. Well, we did it. We succeeded. We even got to the 144 level, which is good for us. But now we're just wondering, are we going to maintain these levels here, or are we going to come all the way down to 128? 128, I think, would be a much better position to try and get in, considering we technically are in, like, the middle of nowhere when it's in regards to the weekly. Okay, say hey, what is up? Road Glide, how you doing? How you doing? Can we look at grass and world render? Wait, grass, world, and render. Oh, glad to see you here. Yeah, glad to see you. What's up, Jake of all trades? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Alrighty then. So, Solana, still struggling. Still struggling. Wouldn't surprise me if we continue pulling back. 128 is the next level of support. However, if we do start seeing some bullishness, we have made actually a very nice 50% retrace. This is kind of ideal when it comes to Solana's price action. So, once again, would not be surprising if Solana tried making a run all the way up to $244. This is a formal backtest of what was once acting as support, currently acting as support, in this random, nonsensical area. Kind of crazy. So, let's go Solana. Doing great. Like to see it. We already made that 1618. I can get rid of this. So, don't care about that. Don't care about this. Don't care about this. All I really care about is this. If we can break this downtrend, fantastic. That might take a while. June 13th. Oh, God. That's 2 weeks. Or that's a week. A full week. Golly. Golly, gee willikers. Anyways, moving on from Solana. So, moving on from Sol, we got Sui. Well, Sui didn't quite make our measured move, but we did lose a level of support. We breached it, and now we're bearishly backtesting it. This could have some dark days ahead. So, Sui, right now, we are still waiting for that $2.62 to play out. Provided we maintain this downtrend, that looks to be coming. Looks like it's coming. So right now, still got a little bit more to the downside. More likely than not, since you are below a level, you're likely to test $2.34. But noted, keep in mind, everybody, we just had a big pullback. We have jobs data coming out tomorrow. We might have a bullish day tomorrow. Does not mean we are overall bullish. We gotta wait for breakouts, gotta wait for backtest, and then we have to wait for a higher low. Okay? Do not try and jump the gun. You might get wrecked. Alright? Just putting it out there. A little friendly reminder how markets usually like to act. So don't get caught off guard. Anyways, Sui, still looking for more downside. I would be the least surprised if I woke up tomorrow and it's down like 5%. So, that's Sui. Anyways, we have ADA. ADA. Nice little pullback. We were looking for 5% downside. Looks like we got everything we wanted and then some. Sweet. So, congratulations to anybody who decided to take that trade. But, yeah, let's get rid of this alert because I don't need it. Anyways, we do have support sitting below us at 56.70. That wouldn't be weird. It still would be a higher low after we breached it back here. Still would be a higher low. So, opportunity of downside is still there, of course, but if we do maintain this box, we're kind of sitting in a nice pullback zone to have a run up to $1.08. So, still a bit of uncertainty in the market because the pullback today wasn't quite far enough. Yeah, I know. Some people are like, that pullback sucked, man. It wasn't far enough. We could do more. We could do a lot more. So we're going to see what happens in the markets tomorrow. I'm sure there's a lot of uncertainty just waiting for more Elon and Trump drama. Maybe we actually hear something about the non-trade deal that happened today on a phone call. Who knows? But Wall Street figures out any and all reasons to sell off. And they're doing a great job of that. They are doing a great job of that. All right, next up we have H-bar. So checking out H-bar here. We lost support. No. It's terrible. It's awful. It's still bullish. Oh, boy. We're still sitting in a nice little area of buying. If we end up losing this heart line, you're likely to test the bottom of this giant zone here. If we lose that zone, you know what? It looks like 9 cents could be playing out. So keep that in mind when it comes to H-bar. Currently speaking, you do have a trade setup that probably is looking to conclude sometime soon, and that's actually to test the bottom of this range, going to 14.14. So we'll just see how long it takes to get down there, if it even decides to get down there. But yeah, that's H-bar right now. It's reeling after that pullback. Also, something to pay attention to, something of note, you do have bullish divergence on the 4-hour for H-bar. So this thing, if it makes a higher low, that's when you're going to start expecting a breakout and a possible move up to this trend line over here. So just something to keep on the radar for H-bar. H-bar might be a little stronger than we're expecting just because of that bullish divergence. Alrighty, moving on from H-bar, we got FET. FET. Alright, FET. So FET's looking like a double bottom with higher relative strength. That's a good sign, surprisingly. This pullback, all it did is made it look stronger. We did not get the 18% move to the downside, in which I don't even remember why that's there. So let's get rid of that. It doesn't matter. If we do start rallying to the upside, I mean, technically we have a measured move. We would more than likely be looking at 93 cents. So if it does start going to the upside, we're looking fantastic, phenomenal, juicy even. And we'd be excited about that. But if we maintain this downtrend, you really don't want to lose the bottom of this box, because then you could make a free fall straight down to 52 cents. That's where your next support is. That wouldn't be ideal. So hopefully FET can hold it together and maintain this uptrending level of support. By uptrending level of support, I mean on the relative strength, not on the price action. If you get a higher low, start expecting that uptrend to really start moving. So that's what I'm seeing out of FET right now. It doesn't look bad. It just looks like it pulled back. No big deal. Back to levels we've seen recently. All right. Ondo made a lower low, but we have that bullish divergence on the 4-hour. Can't deny it. We got the bullish div. Oh, man. So with that being said, this thing could start rallying to the upside. You're still waiting for that higher low. Still need a breakout. A lot of things need to come together. Until that happens, I'm still looking for this 73.40 to even as low as a 6699. Until you get that higher low, I'm just going to keep looking at these two levels right here, where we could see a lot more downside. Bearish till breakout, baby. Bearish till breakout. All right, next up, we have Dogecoin. So checking out Dogecoin next. Doge, we were looking for 7% downside. It hit. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, baby. Now we got to see what's going to happen. We're below 18 cents. If we bearishly backtest that 18 cent level, we are likely to go down to our next level of support, which is 14.955. Noted, we are trying to put in, we have bullish divergence on the 4-hour. So if we get a breakout and a backtest, a formal backtest at 18.048, and we hold it as support, this might be an absolute amazing trade setup to go to the upside. I would first be looking at that 618 golden retrace from low to high, or high to low, I mean. And this could yield you a 27% move to the upside. Otherwise, I'll see you down there at 14.955, where it also could be a great buying opportunity. So Dogecoin, it doesn't look bad. All it did is pull back. That's all it did. Next up, we have Aave. Ave, I'm low-key kicking myself a little bit. I did exit this trade this morning when I saw that treasury news, and I should not have exited because it plummeted after I got out. I was like, damn, that kind of sucks. I mean, yeah, I got 15%, but 15% is stupid when it could have been the whole kit caboodle and then some. So, either way, took the L on that. I guess it was still a W because we made profits, but it feels like an L, you know? We're currently still maintaining our level of support, which is insane. This was like the strongest pullback of the day. Anyways, still above the 200 on the 4-hour. We do not have bullish divergence. We're not close to our downtrend. I would think we're going to consolidate here for a little while. If we do continue to the downside, 202 is my target. 202 is my target. But if we start going to the upside, this is going to look crazy because this is sitting right in that beautiful pocket where it's usually a good buying opportunity. We could find ourselves at $327 to the upside. That's a possibility. Once again, I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm still bearish until we break out. So obviously, I'm thinking 202 is going to play out. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't be trading this tonight because I feel like there's going to be way too much uncertainty, and that job report comes out early for me, like 5:30 a.m. Way too early. I don't like that. So there's that. Hold on. I need to do something real quick that I forgot to do. Okay, we're good. We are good. There we go. Alrighty. So yeah, that is exactly what I'm seeing out of Ave. Ave just a lot left to be desired. Either finish going down or just break out already. Make up your mind. Would be nice. Alright, next up we have is Bonk. And then Pepe, and then your requests. Alright. So, looking at Bonk, wow, that thing just kept on going, still aiming at this level, have not gotten to it yet. Looking at your downtrend here, you might be able to load up another short tonight. That's wild. 4 hours telling you not to do it. Do you have, with your bullish divergence, how is this happening everywhere? I think we're going to rally tomorrow. I think we're going to rally tomorrow. I think it's written in the stars. I think a rally's coming. Looking at the one, oh yeah, but your 1 hour is telling you to short it. That's crazy. Anyways, I'm still looking for this 1, 2, 3, 1 level, and then if we break that level, 9, 8, 8 is a great level to get into. But we have been in a very well-established downtrend, and looking like if we can't break out, it's going to continue. Bearish till breakout, baby. Bearish till breakout. Let's get back to our 4 hour. Let's get over to Pepe. Now, Pepe, what do we got here? We got that downtrend that I didn't even mark out. Oh, man. You can tell I wasn't even thinking about trading Pepe. Pepe, no. That's unfortunate. Let's bring this down. Oh, no, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. I wanted this. Okay, bring this down here. Keep this right here. Now, we are looking for Pepe to get to 838. Yo, what's up, LNE? How you doing today? How you doing? Welcome in. So yeah, Pepe, I could see a bit more downside. It's like it's just getting started. You did have this uptrend that you broke, which is unfortunate because you also bearishly backtested it before seeing that downside move. The back tests are where you want to get in, people. The back tests are where you want to get in. So I would argue another 22% downside could very well be coming for Pepe if you cannot break out and create a higher low. Let's see it, Pepe. Let's see what you got, buddy. Let's see what you got. All right, let's go ahead and get into your guys' requests. We're going to start off with SLB. SLB is a stock. All right. Jim wants the monthly and the weekly. Jim's going to hang on to this thing until his kids are retired. It's going to be fantastic. That looks bearish as shit on the monthly. Holy crap. That looks so bad. Okay, I know I should probably explain myself before I say something like that, but all that I really saw was like this right here, where it's like, oh, cool, we had some support, and then we fell through. A bearish backtest, continuation to the downside. Oh no. That just, it looks so bearish to me on the monthly. Oh man, that looked really bad. I like puts too. That's fair. That's fair. That is fair. So you do have a monthly downtrend here. This thing's been falling since Jesus. All right. Anyway, your monthly is trying to find some support right now. You do have this level right here that could be acting as support, and you're just about to touch it. You're just about to interact with it. As long as you can stay above the bottom of this, you're still considered bullish, and you'd be looking for breakouts to the upside. Going into our weekly time frame, weekly, I mean, you're reset, but you just got a death cross. You just did it. I know, generally speaking, when you get the death cross on the weekly time frame, it usually marks a bottom, but man, what happened last time it happened? You got a bearish test, and then you just kept on going down. So we're going to have to wait and see what this thing does. But if you are bullish, this thing over time could have an amazing rally to the upside. And that amazing rally would look something like this, getting you back up to 93.63. You just got to break out of that downtrend. Yeah, you knew everything was looking bad as soon as you lost this. That was a bearish backtest. Your attempt at a bearish backtest? That's too bad. There you go. Bearish backtest achieved. That's quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. You already made your measured move to the downside, and then some. I would think you're going to catch some bids pretty soon here. I would think you're going to catch some bids. So yeah, bullish case scenario. Maybe you go up to 93.63 in the course of the next decade or two. But it could be 181% upside. I'm optimistic on this one. I kind of like the look of this because you had a level down below. You set a higher high than this previous high over here. So you could start making an uptrend argument. I do like this. All right, moving on from SLB. Let's go ahead and check out HAL. HAL. This thing looks crazy. I don't know what to tell you. You reset and you're starting to run again. Your monthly looks crazy bullish. Got a deep retrace on that. You could be heading to 8,153. That is your possibility here. Looking at the weekly. Now your weekly stochastic and this bullish control zone, that has a lot left to be desired, especially considering you had your bearish divergence. This could be seen as a lower high. That would have me a bit worried. But the fact that you broke this level is fantastic. I love it. Now you're just worried about, once you break this uptrend, what's going to happen with price action? Are we making a 50% retrace, or are we going to start dumping down hard? I'd be looking for the 50% retrace, especially because you have fair value gaps to the downside that are basically telling you it's time to go long and enjoy the ride. It's been a week. Let's say P&L. Pick me up. It's funny. But yeah, this is also a great area for shorts to start jumping in. I'm going to look at this as a lower high. I'm going to think you're going to get a pullback right now. And with that being said, you could see yourself come all the way down to 4,097 or 109, something like that. I got to check the daily real fast. Oh, and your daily, bearish divergence got canceled out, sideways consolidation. Strength is falling though. So if you do break it, looks like in the next 2-3 days you should get your answer. Downside potential. That's your 50% retrace. 18% downside is possible. It just looks like you hit a brick wall right here. Can't break through. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I would be guessing that 18% downside. Alright, let's go back out to the monthly. Let's check your next one. BKR. Baker Hughes Company. Baker Hughes. I guess they want you to short it. I guess. Now the thing is, you had this downtrend that you broke out of. You even bullishly backtested. That looks good. Can I add magic to the list? Sure. We'll look at magic. I got you covered, brother. So on your monthly, you don't look bad at all. It just looks like you're going to be losing your uptrend pretty soon. And if you lose that uptrend, you're looking for a bit of a pullback. Probably back down to this level right here, which would be 26.23. More than likely that level, based off the monthly. Let's go ahead and check the weekly, see how it lines up. Now your weekly's looking odd, just odd. You do have a downtrend right now that you can work with. So as long as you're in this downtrend, just stay bearish, my friends. Just stay bearish. Measured move to the downside. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, dear Jesus. Well, it lines up perfectly with that 26.23 level. It's like I planned it. That's crazy. I've never even seen this asset. Who would have thought math would work out? Wild. All right, next one. WFRD. Weatherford. Okay, all right. Weatherford. Wow. Talk about a V-shaped recovery in the worst type of way. Damn. Let's go ahead and check out the monthly. Monthly. Weird area to catch bids. The hell is this? There's your level. We couldn't touch it? The heck is that? That's a little ridiculous if you ask me. A little ridiculous. I would expect a bearish backtest and coming down and touching that thing. Touch that thing. Your weekly oversold bounce. That's really all that happened. I think you're coming down to 33.68. I do think you're coming down to it. You're broken out. Oh no. Oh no. The controversy. We're currently broken out. Let's check in on that trade of mine real quick. We're only down 12% now. Things are going our direction. Sorry for the long-term holder. But we're out here to get gains. Out here to get gains. Possibility? Come down to 23.17. 23.17. Did you already break your uptrend? Did you already do that? You're resetting that stochastic awfully fast. You did break it. That's why it looks so strange. You broke the uptrend. You're bearishly backtesting it. Oh no. Oh no. So there's an opportunity of downside. I'd be looking at two levels. This level first, 34%. Second level, 50%. So 34 to 50% downside is a possibility here if you lose 33.68. I would still expect to touch that 33.68. All right, let's go ahead and jump back into that weekly. Let's go to the next one. What did we just look at? Oh, next one's grass. Never mind. So checking out grass. You can smoke it or you can mow it. Either way, you're going to enjoy it. Let's go to the 4 hour. So grass doing an absolute chad of a job for today. Maintaining its uptrend. Absolute chad behavior. It has a higher high. I do believe this is going to try and test this other downtrend here. So that's pretty nice. looking at it from a more long-term perspective, I'm not bearish on grass. I'm actually bullish on it. I'm thinking we could start moving up to this the 618 or possibly even the 1. It's just going to take a long time. The market has to be more bullish for this thing to just start rallying like crazy. But well, it looks pretty good right now. Let's check out your 1 hour. 1 hour for grass. It is not great looking. Just looks like you're going to consolidate more. So I would expect the consolidation. But the wild part, what your measured move could look like. You could be going up to $2.21. $2.21. That happens to be hitting that supply line. So a 16% upside swing could be coming your way. Winner, winner, chicken dinner for grass. All right, WorldCoin, the coin I think never should have been invented. I don't understand people. I'm gonna scan my iris and make a couple bucks. What? Well, I don't think this downward move is over. Thankfully. You did get that bearish backtest too. Yikes. If this thing decided to, it does have the capability of going down to 86 cents. That would also line up with this level of support down here. How weird is that? How weird is that? Oh my, it lines up perfectly. So if you cannot get back above 105.4, I would be expecting that 86.6 level to be hit. And noted, you do have this downtrend here. You tried to break out, you broke back into it. You might be able to make a short within the next day or two. And this thing could just continue dropping its shorts all the way down here. Price action to the downside. We would be looking for this. 17% to the downside. Sign me up, baby. Sign me up. Joy Citadel confirms its intentions to become a liquidity provider aiming at exchange competition like Coinbase and Binance, waiting for SEC regulatory clarity. Well, that sucks. Well, nobody likes Citadel. No one likes them. Gosh. Pretty much Citadel joins the playground. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. Nobody likes Citadel. They did bad things in the past. Aren't they a part of that whole Robinhood debacle when it came to GameStop as well? God, those guys suck. Right there? Interesting. Another 9% downside for the next leg down. I'm in. I love it. Send it. Render. Oh, they were Robinhood's market maker. That's right. Yeah, I was like, I know I hate them for a reason, and I feel like it's because of Robinhood. But hey, insider trading's not a thing, okay? They would never shut down a platform just to make sure the rich guys could sell off. They would never do that. We have free and open markets. The more I say it like that, the more I feel like I'm from China. All right. If we do get a rollover here for render, I'm going to be looking for 324, maybe even 305. Noted, you still have this downtrend to work off of. If you break out of it, you got another downtrend to work off of. So I don't think you're breaking out tonight. But hey, you never know. It's crypto. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. But the likely scenario based off price action is for this to play out. On your 4 hour, I'm guessing there's some weird bullish divergence. Yep, on the 4 hour, there's bullish divergence. So just something to keep in mind. Bullish div. To be fair, the amount of money Robinhood was scrambling to cover exceeded their total assets 80x over. That's wild. They shouldn't have allowed that much in options. They shouldn't have done it. That's just poor management. Pay the price. Go bankrupt. They wanted to play with fire. They've messed up. Oh yeah, render. I could see a 10.93% move to the downside. Just waiting for this uptrend to break. If this uptrend breaks, hey, there's your sign. Who was that? Billingval? Billingval. Great comedian. Alright, last request of the evening. Magic. And Rich didn't believe that I could go to bed early tonight. Silly Rich. Citadel is in egregious market maker. If you look at GME's chart, it's ugly. Yeah, it is ugly. Yeah, I can see that. Never seen an asset that wanted to run to the upside, go sideways, and down so hard. Have you seen crypto? I don't like that. I like that. Alright. Here's a downtrend I would be working off of for this one. If we can actually break to the upside, because this actually doesn't look that bad. It really doesn't. Looks like you got some support sitting right underneath you because of this weird little level down here. This doesn't look that bad. Then you also have one that you're sitting inside of right now. You also have bullish divergence. There's an opportunity for all of these things to go up because there was buying pressure into this selling. So bullish divergence has been achieved on the 4-hour. We're honestly just waiting for either the higher low and breakout or the breakout then the higher low. If we don't get it, we have another leg down, which I would be banking on the other leg down simply because we're going into a Friday, futures expirations, data coming out. I feel like the bears have a pretty firm grip on our nuts right now, so I would be a little worried about that. But next leg down for this particular one, Magic, we could find ourselves at 924. They hit a failure to deliver Event Horizon in 2024. However, they allowed naked shorts and paper shorts to squeeze after hours. Unfortunate. Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's like a perfect storm of just getting pooped on. Just a perfect storm. So this could have another 24% downside if it breaks this level. It's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. Weekend looks ugly in my opinion. I think the weekend for like some of the meme coins and stuff are probably going to be decent as they bounce back, as long as Bitcoin just goes sideways. But if Bitcoin doesn't go sideways, well, yeah, I could see really ugly. It could be a big time problem. Oh, the 1 hours. It's just oversold bounces. It doesn't look great. Let's go check in on my trade real quick. Oh, I was so worried. Now I'm not. Anyways, I'm still looking for 9% downside on Lido. I just think the market right now is going through a nice little correction, everybody. It's no big deal. Relax. Bitcoin, little recap. We are currently going back up because we got oversold, but it does look like we're going to be dumping overnight. We're still aiming at this 98,368 level that if you decided to watch my static YouTube video from 3 days ago, you would have known about this. You would have known. We also have support sitting down here at 93763. So there's that. Yep. So this is what I'm seeing in the markets. Anybody who wants to copy my Lido trade, just keep the thought in your mind that after stream I closed out of it, and you won't be heartbroken when you find out I didn't. If you're a part of the free Discord, you can always join there. I mentioned yesterday that I was leaving the trades in before I went to bed, and then I mentioned this morning when I got out of them. I then got busy with children, and I could not mention any other trades that I got into today. Kind of is what it is. 95k looks nice right about now. It does, Jim. It does. But yeah, guys. So this is what I'm seeing in the market right now. A little bit of a pullback. Summer lulls. It's common. Really common to have pullbacks in the summer. It happens like every single cycle. All of them. So the cycles, or not cycles, but the times when it's like bullish over the summer, usually we're in the depths of a bear market. So, you know, we're not really there. Thanks for TA Porky. Rest well, everyone. Thank you very much for coming in, everybody. I do appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys could hit the like button, maybe even subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Tomorrow, we will be live once again. And we're going to be live on Pumpkin as well, doing our live tradings. But we're going to keep it up. Keep on doing this. I will be taking all requests from all viewers tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, as well as Monday. The only days for members are Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's my way of saying thank you to them for anybody who is viewing and angry at me for not being able to chat right now. Kind of is what it is. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Keep those stop losses tight. Hopefully you have a great night's rest. Let's hope that the jobs data is terrible tomorrow, so then the Fed can cut rates and Wall Street can feel good about raising prices on all of our assets. Anyways, I'm out of here. Deuces, everybody. Sleep well. Take it easy.